Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about the star of our solar system, the Sun. Have you ever wondered how it actually works? Well, get ready to be amazed because we're going to take a journey through the Sun's inner workings. First things first, let's get to know the Sun. Did you know that the Sun is a massive ball of gas? It's true, and it's made up of mainly two gases, hydrogen and helium. In fact, the Sun is so massive that it makes up 99.86% of the total mass of our entire solar system. That's crazy. But how does the Sun generate its energy? Well, the Sun generates its energy through a process called nuclear fusion. In this process, the nuclei of hydrogen atoms fuse together to form helium, releasing a tremendous amount of energy in the process. This is what causes the Sun to shine so bright and hot. Now, you may be wondering, what exactly is nuclear fusion? Well, let me break it down for you. Fusion is the process of combining two atomic nuclei to form a heavier nucleus. In the case of the Sun, hydrogen nuclei combine to form helium nuclei. But why does this process release so much energy? It's all due to Einstein's famous equation, E=mc². This equation shows that a small amount of mass can be converted into a huge amount of energy. And that's exactly what happens in the Sun's core during nuclear fusion. But where does all of this happen? It all takes place in the Sun's core, which is located at the very center of the Sun. The temperature in the core is so hot, reaching over 15 million degrees Celsius. This is the perfect temperature for nuclear fusion to occur, which is why the Sun is able to generate so much energy. But how does this energy make its way from the core to the Sun's surface? It's all thanks to the process of radiation. Energy is transported through the Sun's interior by radiation, which takes the form of electromagnetic waves like light and heat. Now, you may have heard of solar flares before. These are huge eruptions of gas and particles that burst from the Sun's surface. But what causes them? Well, solar flares occur when the magnetic field lines on the Sun's surface get twisted and tangled up. This releases a huge amount of energy, which causes solar flares. Solar flares can be incredibly powerful, releasing as much energy as 1 billion atomic bombs. And they can also have an impact on Earth's climate and technology, so scientists are always monitoring the Sun to try to predict when they might occur. But wait, how long will the Sun continue to shine? The Sun is currently about 4.6 billion years old, and it's expected to shine for another 5 billion years or so. But eventually, it will run out of fuel and its core will start to contract. This will cause the outer layers of the Sun to expand, turning it into a red giant star. And eventually, it will shed its outer layers, leaving behind a small, dense core known as a white dwarf. But don't worry, this won't happen for billions of years, so we have plenty of time to enjoy the Sun's warm glow. And there you have it, folks. That's how the Sun works. It's a massive ball of gas that generates its energy through nuclear fusion in its core. The energy is transported through the Sun's interior by radiation and can sometimes result in solar flares. The Sun is expected to shine for another 5 billion years or so before it turns into a red giant star and eventually becomes a white dwarf. It's amazing to think about how the Sun has been shining for billions of years and will continue to do so for billions more. But the Sun isn't just important for its energy generation, it also plays a crucial role in our lives on Earth. The Sun provides us with light, warmth, and the energy needed for photosynthesis in plants. It also drives our weather patterns and climate and helps to regulate our planet's temperature and atmosphere. However, it's important to remember that the Sun can also be dangerous if we're not careful. Prolonged exposure to the Sun's UV rays can cause sunburns, skin damage, and even skin cancer. That's why it's important to always wear sunscreen, hats, and protective clothing when spending time in the Sun. In addition to its practical importance, the Sun has also been a source of fascination and wonder for humans for thousands of years. Many cultures throughout history have worshipped the Sun as a deity, and it has been the subject of countless myths, legends, and scientific studies. Even today, scientists continue to study the Sun to learn more about its structure, behavior, and impact on our planet. They use a variety of instruments and techniques to observe the Sun, from ground-based telescopes and satellites to spacecraft like NASA's Parker Solar Probe. Thanks for joining me on this journey to learn about the incredible star at the center of our solar system. I hope you now have a better understanding of how the Sun works and why it's so important to us. And remember to like and subscribe for more interesting content.